Hey, what's happening everyone? It is Jimmy Bones back again with another video. Now today I think I'm going to finally do another Let's Discuss video because it's been a little while since I've done that. First of all, before I start this video, I wanted to thank everyone for the support lately. I've really gained a lot of support. And, even though my community isn't huge, I do appreciate all you people who have been really enjoying my videos. You don't really honestly realize how much it means to me to even know that I'm even the slightest bit appreciated in this community, because this community is one heck of a community, and never in a million years did I ever think that, I would ever find people as awesome as this. But, I never thought I'd find people like me who enjoy these kind of things and who I can relate to as much as I can, but I really have. And I think people like the Gemster, Nathan, Jimmy Master Animatronics, I thank them all. And I thank a lot of you other people, who come up and send me amazing comments, ideas, etc. You all are incredible, and I can't be more thankful. So with that out of the way, I just wanted to talk today about the 2020 Home Depot Santa Claus, the life-size dancing one, and I also wanted to talk about the one that was made, let's see, I believe it was made back in around 2015 to 2016. And we're just going to kind of compare both models, and I'm just going to tell you guys what I like about each and what I don't like about each. Really, I'm going to be, my opinion is probably going to be pretty biased around this time, but it's okay because, everyone has opinions, everyone has their own ideas, and everyone, thinks differently. But here's the thing. We're going to talk about the first model, the one that was distributed in Home Depot for a good few years. I believe this Santa was made back in 2014, 2015, 2016, I believe. This model's been being sold for a while. And this model, in particularly, I call it the crackhead Santa. Now, why do I say that? Because it was cool when Home Depot first came out with a dancing Santa Claus. And honestly, I was very happy. I was very shocked. I was very intrigued to see what he would do. But then I saw the appearance, and then I heard the audio. And that's when everything went down south for me on this guy. This Santa Claus is not the worst. There are plenty of others, and I can definitely guarantee you I can show you one. But here's the thing. This Santa Claus from Pan Asian Creations was a good start in the right direction, and I think he was kind of in some ways an experimental model, and he did improve over time. They fixed his looks a little bit near the end, and then out popped the new 2020 model. But let's just say, in the very beginning when this Santa got released, oh my gosh, he was the derpiest thing I'd ever seen. His voice was very cringy. The songs he played to me were very cringy as well. I think the only good thing about this Santa Claus was his suit and his appearance when it came to the facial features, the detail of the head, the face, the forehead, the cheekbones, etc. But otherwise, nothing really appealed to me on the Santa. The songs were cringy. They were very unique, to say the least, kind of stupid sounding, and they just weren't what I wanted in a dancing Santa. Comparing it to the original 2004 Jimmy model, it just couldn't compare. And it just made me cringe every time I heard those songs, the Holly Jolly Christmas and Walking in a Winter Wonderland. The voice just sounded like an old crusty man who was I don't know, just trying to get attention on the side of the street during the middle of Christmas time in a Scrooge movie. But I don't know, the voice to me just wasn't great. But I mean, it wasn't the worst, I guess, because things can get worse when you see some of the ripoffs that we've seen on YouTube before. So I'm not going to put him at the very bottom of the list when it comes to this. But I will say his dancing, I think he was also very faulty when it came to like his dancing mechanics. A lot of the ones I've seen now are broken or destroyed or something of the sorts, and it makes no sense to me that, these Santas break so easily, and I that's why I do believe this one was a definite experimental model. And the good thing about this model, though, is the fact that this Santa did definitely get improved. I'd say the final year they sold this guy, or the final few years, they made the face look more like the 2020 model, and he no longer looked like a crackhead. He wasn't staring halfway up at the sky like I've seen him. His mouth wasn't gaped open and didn't look like he was like tripping on acid. And I can respect that from Pain Asian, but the songs for me just still didn't cut it. And the beard was a little scraggly looking. I don't know. It just didn't look like a Santa beard. Because when you think of Santa, you think of this jolly old fat man who's just really, happy. And, he's like the best person to probably ever walk the face of the earth of modern time. But this Santa just didn't look like that. He looked like a department store Santa Claus who was just hating his job. But maybe that's just me. But I'm going to go ahead and transition over to the 2020 model. One of my literal favorite life sizes this year. And I said my opinion might be a little biased. But the 2020 version definitely has a lot of similarities toward the original. But here's the thing about the new model. The new model decided that the Pain Asian, when they made this new model, I believe was wanting to go for a more realistic look for Santa Claus. This Santa Claus looks like Santa Claus. They extended the beard on him, made it a little rounder, and then made it a little better in quality. And then to top it all off, they decided to make sure that every face did not look derpy. Every face that I have seen on these Santa Clauses look a lot better. The dancing mechanics look even greater. The arms are always positioned in the same position for every model. And then to top it all off, they did a lot more work on the facial features for the Santa Claus. I went back and looked at some of the older models, and this Santa Claus has way more detail on him compared to the other. The next thing that they did definitely improve on was the suit. The suit is a lot better of a soft fabric. It is a little more brighter red, and I would have to say that it definitely feels more Santa to me. And so does the belt buckle. The belt buckle also is a really nice, it's plastic, but it's a nice pattern, and it looks like Christmas to me. The other belt buckle on the other model was just a rectangle. I mean, it wasn't the best. It didn't have much detail put into it, and it wasn't the most amazing thing in the world to me. But to me, a belt buckle on a Santa Claus matters because you want to make your Santa Claus look as beautiful as possible. And I think Pain Asian hit the hammer on that, and I think that this model was what the original model should have been in the first place. Next for me, that really sold me on this model was the dancing. No, sorry, my bad. Not the dancing, but it was the song choice. Santa Claus is coming to town, and the Drifters' White Christmas. That's a favorite, but I absolutely love the sound of these songs. I loved the more serious look on this Santa. I think this one could be taken more seriously. And when people see that the Santa now, they actually are like amazed instead of start laughing at the Santa, because I know I started laughing at the original model when I saw it. But this model I actually felt a little more intimidated by when it came to like detail and to how he sounded. And it made me just want him so bad. And so I do have him, and I'm sure you have seen my upload review of him. But it's the fact that the song choices were completely remade. They completely redid the voice. Now, that's the only issue with me on this Santa, is the voice. The voice is not bad. It's way better than the first one. But I feel like they could have gotten someone with a little bit of a deeper voice. And I always go back to the Jimmy products, because Jimmy's older products hit perfectly on where things needed to be for animatronics, and they should have gotten someone a little deeper, to have a little deeper of a voice to sing for this Santa Claus. My only issue with him is that. And besides that, I think the only other thing we can see is that some of these guys are faulty, and I can confirm that because if you follow me on Instagram, I ended up buying one, and the first thing I heard when I turned him on was this horrible screeching noise in his dancing mechanism, and I was not about to open him and break him and risk that. So what I did was I returned him and got a new one, and obviously it's the one that you guys saw the review video off of. So the older models were probably in a little more better shape over the years, because of the fact that they had time to perfect it. And now that they've made a whole new Santa, I feel like the dancing mechanism is obviously the same, but some can still be faulty. But my only big complaint about this Santa Claus this year is the fact of the voice. The voice is good, but I feel like it could still be a little deeper, but I still love it. The person who sang the songs did a phenomenal job on their vocals. They did a phenomenal job on singing these songs, and I absolutely love the song choice they added. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you guys like the old model from Home Depot, or do you guys like this new model? Tell me why you like the newer model or the old model, or if you like both, let me know. I'm more of a newer model guy. I was never a big fan of the older model, but I am happy I got this model, and I can't wait to see what Pan Asian Creations holds next. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you so much for, again, all the support. I want to thank you guys for everything, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I always am open to hear opinions. I'm always open to hear ideas. I'm planning on doing an inflatables video eventually. I had that idea to me by a commenter, and I will definitely shout them out for the awesome idea, and I can't thank you enough for that. Even though I'm not a big fan of inflatables, I think we can definitely make something work there. But anyways, guys, this is Jimmy Bones signing off.